Hello, my name is William. I'm trying to be a voice actor, and my nickname is Tome Shredder from the Magic the Gathering card I have. I'm reading Sun Tzu's The Art of War right now. We're on Chapter 3, Attack by Stratagem. Sun Tzu said, "In all practical art of war, the best thing of all is to take the enemy's country whole and intact. To shatter and destroy it is not so good. So too is better to capture the enemy an army entire than to destroy it. To capture a regiment, a detachment, or a company entire than to destroy them. Hence to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Thus, the highest form of generalship is to balk the enemy's plans, the next best is to prevent the junction of enemy's forces, and the next is in order to attack the enemy's army in the field, and the worst possible is all to besiege walled cities. The rule is not to besiege walled cities if one can possibly avoid it. The preparation of mantles, movable shelters, and various implements of war will take up 3 whole months, and the piling of mounds over against the walls will take 3 months more. The general, unable to control his irritation, will launch his men to the assault like swarming ants, with the result of 1/3 of his men are slain, while the town still remains untaken. Thus such are disastrous effects of a siege. Therefore, the skillful leader subdues the enemy's troops without any fighting. He captures their cities without laying siege to them. He overthrows their kingdom without lengthy operations in the field. With his forces intact, he will dispute the mastery of the empire, and thus, without losing a man, his triumph will be complete. This is the method of attacking by stratagem. It is the rule of war that our forces are 10. It is the rule in war, if our forces are 10 to the enemy's 1, to surround him. If 5 to 1, attack him. If twice as numerous, divide our army in 2. If equally matched, we can offer battle. If slightly inferior numbers, we can avoid the enemy. And if quite unequal in every way, we can flee from him. Hence, though an obstinate fight may be by a small force, in the end it must be captured by the larger force. Now the general is in the bulwark of the state. If the bulwark is complete at all points, the state will be strong. If the bulwark is defective, the state will be weak. There are 3 ways in which a ruler can bring a misfortune upon his army. 1. By commanding in the army to advance to total retreat, being ignorant of the fact that it cannot obey. This is called hobbling the army. 2. By attempting to govern an army in the same way as his ministers a kingdom, being ignorant of the conditions which obtain in an army. This causes restlessness on the soldiers' minds. 3. By employing the officers of his army without discrimination, through ignorance of the military principle and adaptation to circumstances. This shakes the confidence of soldiers. But when the army is restless and distrustful, the trouble is sure to come from the other feudal princes. This is simply bringing anarchy into the army, and flinging victory away. Thus we may know that there are 5 essentials for victory. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. He will win who knows how to handle both superior and inferior support forces. He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. He will win who prepared himself, waits to the armies unprepared. He will win in whose military capacities is not interfered by the sovereign. Victory lies in the knowledge of these 5 points. Hence the saying, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know your enemy, but if you know yourself but not the enemy, for every great gain you will also suffer defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. That was chapter 3 of Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Thank you.